You're using the West Wind all wrong. Let's talk about it. What's good, YouTube? NoGoodEman here. Coming at you today with a West Wind guide video. So guys, we just released various weapon guides. Honestly, I'm making this kind of like a little mini series when it comes to weapons, but the next weapon we're actually going to talk about is not an SSR, but an SR. So I know a lot of people have a problem when it comes to using the West Wind. Maybe it's missing, maybe you're not getting enough stacks, your stacks are running out, but I'm going to teach you guys the best ways you want to be using West Wind. I'm going to teach you guys how to never miss again when using West Wind and things of that sort. So if you rock with the boy, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff. But let's get straight into this. So when it comes to the West Wind, we're going to go ahead and go to our weapons. We're going to start off with a little bit of lore now. So here we are. We have the West Wind right here. As it reads, if you hear an almost imperceptible whoosh behind the gentle wind blowing from the west, it means someone used this weapon. So it is currently the only kind of sniper gun in the game. It was the first one as well. We recently got the Scotty, but that's very cool. You know, having the West Wind, I didn't think this would end up being one of the best weapons in the game. Honestly, the West Wind is better than some SSRs. I can definitely say that. It is definitely by far the best wind weapon in the game. Definitely way better than a Demon King Longsword currently, but let's get into this advancements. Let's talk about the skills you want to upgrade, and then of course the skills you want to upgrade. We're going Secret Bullet as high as we can, and then that's going to be your hold skill. And West Wind is a charge move. So what I mean by that is you can have a certain gauge. It works exactly like the Scythe. We're going to have a Scythe video out soon as well, but this skill you have to hold down. You can charge the skill as long as you want, or you can, you know, use it quickly. So it is all dependent on you. That's how the core attack look, and then how the basic attacks look is like that. Now, the basic A0, if Secret Bullet hits when there are no targets within a 5-meter range, it increases the user's damage by 75%. So that's pretty cool. But the A1 is also kind of cool. It's changed to a charging skill. So the damage increases up to 130% depending on how much time spent is charging it. So like I just said, guys, the longer that you hold the Secret Bullet skill, the more damage you're going to be able to do. Now, when it comes to using the West Wind, your best bet is to get it at least A3. Now, this isn't crazy to say because it is an SR weapon, but when you get that at A3, when Secret Bullet hits, it applies the West Wind effect. This is the most important thing when it comes to using the West Wind. It's going to increase the damage of Secret Bullet by 30%, and that can stack up to 5 times. So at the 5th stack interval, you're doing 150% extra damage on top of all the other effects that you get previously. And then the duration is 30 seconds and then a cooldown of 10 seconds. But here's the thing, it's double-edged because when Secret Bullet fails to hit, it deletes all stack effects. So you guys have to be hitting West Wind constantly each and every time. Otherwise, your stacks will reset down to 0. So like I said, we're going to teach you guys not how to miss, but let's get through the rest of these advancements. A4 will just decrease your cooldown, which is obviously very cool, but the A5 is actually very good. This is probably one of the best A5 weapons in the game. When landing a critical hit with Secret Bullet, it decreases the cooldown by 9 seconds. So you can honestly use West Wind kind of like back to back, really. And of course, after advancement 5, then you just get that increase in attack, defense, HP by 2%. So on the not the free to play, on the pay to win, we have it at A5, but on the free to play, we just got it A3. So we are benefiting from that West Wind effect. Basically, West Wind A3 or above is going to be your sweet spot. So just get it to A3 and you guys will be cool. Obviously, you want to aim for A5 and above, but it all depends on the RNG. Now, thankfully, if you're doing multis, you can get an SR each time. So it's way better to get West Wind A5. It's probably the most likely weapon you'll be able to get A5 before, you know, any one of these SSRs. Now that we talked about that, now we're going to get into some testing. So what I want to show you guys is my personal tricks to never miss when using the West Wind. Now, I really don't need hunters here, so we're just gonna, you know, take everybody down. We're gonna go ahead and throw Egress up there first. And yeah, honestly, I'm rocking B sets to get more, you know, crit stacks, whatever the case may be. Maybe I should probably just do this completely naked, who knows, right? And then instead of offensive blessing stones, I actually just brought defensive, so I'm not getting that much affected. I do want to show you guys how this damage looks when it's stacked up. Now we're doing floor 25, which is the big ass DPS bear, so hopefully we don't end up killing before we can do all 5 stacks. But let's get straight into this. Now, Of course, you're probably wondering what's the best way to, not miss with West Wind. Guys, you need to lock onto your target. I know on PC, it's right click for PC, and then on mobile, it might be some icon like that, but I usually like to lock on and then use my West Wind. The best time to use West Wind, of course, is whenever your opponent, whenever you shadow step. I like to use it when I freeze, so boom, this is probably good, boom. And as you can see, we got 2 stacks on West Wind right there, and we got another crit. And then maybe when the boss is, occupied, looks like we didn't get a crit there. Let me try not to kill the boss. Like I said, man, we want to not kill here, so we're actually going to let him do his thing. But we got 2 stacks so far. We're not missing. And just because we're locked on, if I probably look this way, I'm still locked onto the bear, right? So guys, you definitely don't want to miss. We got 3 stacks now. This is even better, and we're even critting. So this is even better. Look at that. We got 3 stacks so far. Honestly, this bear is probably gonna die before we can even get to the 3rd or 4th stack. It's very, very insane. I think there might be another bear we can test on. And look, so it looks like it kind of tweaked out right there, and that's okay, but I want to show you guys, boom, now the West Wind stacks have disappeared, so I won't be doing as much damage as I was just doing. But if we shadow step, this probably is still gonna kill, more than likely. No, it doesn't kill actually. So as you guys saw, at 2 to 3 stacks, it was taking off maybe like 25% of the gauge. Now that we had 0 stacks left, we ended up not even, doing more than 10% on the damage scale. So that's very, very interesting to note. But if we do get this, boom, you can see the damage there. That's 2.3. So if we actually go right back into it, we're gonna start taking note of numbers. Now, I want to get 5 stacks on West Wind, but I'm gonna be honest, I think the bear might die before I even get that far. But guys, like I said, I'm locked onto the target. The best times to use the West Wind or hold it down is basically any time after you shadow step, or anytime the enemy is, kind of done with whatever move they're doing. So let's say you don't have a shadow step active as we're waiting for our cooldown to end, we can go ahead and snipe here too, right? Now, obviously that's if you're facing like a stagnant boss, kind of like the bear, right? But as you can see, boom, we got 2 stacks so far, boom. Still 2 stacks. He's doing a berserk move. Now he's getting iframes there, so we did shoot him with the West Wind when he was in his iframes, and that didn't end up working. So that's just something to take note of. Let's say I boom. You don't have to fully hold it down to get the West Wind stack, right? But you do have to be a certain distance away. So keep that in mind. The West Wind works best when you're at a distance, but that doesn't mean, get as much distance as possible. As we go ahead and do a quick snipe to get that 4th stack. So as you can see, he was just about to attack us, so we ended up getting that 4th stack kind of done. So I didn't fully hold down the skill there because I did want that next stack. Now let's see if we can get this 5th one. Oh, looks like we're turning around. Like I said, it's very, very tricky, very, very matriculate. But honestly, when it comes to not missing, obviously I'm talking and running around in various different directions. So the RNG can end up messing you up that way, and you can end up missing. Sometimes it's literally just the game tweaking out, but honestly, I feel like this is probably the best ways to not miss. Locking on, going ahead. If I literally just, snipe each and every time after I do a shadow step, that's a guaranteed hit. I'm not gonna miss at all. Let's go ahead and kill this bear. He's been on his rampage a little bit too long. We're not feeling that too much, man. Honestly, I'm not feeling it too much. Boom. Let's go ahead and get a nice little 2.7 snipe at 1 stack for a nice amount of damage, and he's all the way out of there. So that's how you guys basically want to go about using the West Wind. Let me know if this helps you, and when it comes to using the West Wind, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts below. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.